Okay, welcome everyone to our Emotional Freedom Techniques class. We are going to be focusing today on how to clear difficulty in meditation. So I would like all the participants to please take a pen and some paper and write down point by point, 1, 2, 3, 4, what are your difficulties in meditation? Okay, so yeah, Gayatri, maybe you can also disable your video for now so that we can stay focused on the actual class. So make a list of the things that you find difficult in meditation. For example, when you do the meditation on the inner light and sound, and one of the things that we do is we close our eyes and we keep our gaze straight. So if you tend to raise your eyeballs and you're finding difficulty to keep your gaze straight, then you can write, keeping my gaze straight is one of your difficulties in meditation. If you find that you're not able to maintain focus and look 7 to 8 inches in front of you with your eyes closed, and your focus of attention goes somewhere else, then you can write focus is your difficulty. If you find that you're not able to repeat your charged word, your Simran, or whatever is the peaceful word that you use in meditation, then you can write Simran is your difficulty. If you find that you have thoughts that come when you're meditating and your mind is interfering, not allowing your soul to witness the inner light or hear the inner sound, then you can say that thoughts are the difficulty. So you can write down whatever is your difficulty. And on a scale of 1 to 10, you can say how difficult this issue is for you, how stressful, how much stress is this causing for you. 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, okay? So write down the stress level, and hopefully by the time we're finished, you will have cleared some of the stress around some of these things, okay? Emotional freedom techniques is also a technique where we tap on acupressure meridian points, and I'll show you the points as we're tapping. And what this does is it clears up the stress in our energy meridians. And we have meridians for every organ. We have meridians for the lungs, meridians for the heart. And all of these, you know, for all the meridians in the organs we have, these meridians form a river of energy. So if we can clear even 6 or 7 of the meridians, then the whole river gets cleared up and the stress level around this issue is reduced. Okay? So we're now going to look at the screen where I have shared the map of consciousness. And on this map of consciousness, I want you to see where you are stuck in this particular clearing. Are you stuck in shame or guilt, which is the lowest, 20 and 30? Are you stuck in apathy or grief? Are you stuck in fear, which is 100? Are you stuck in desire? You always want to meditate, you're not able to all the time. You're stuck in the wanting phase. Are you stuck in anger at yourself? Maybe you're angry with yourself because you can't do it. Are you stuck in pride? Are you stuck? Where are you stuck? Courage and above is positive. We want to get to a higher level of courage and above. If you are stuck in frustration, and frustration is the same as anger, irritation, frustration, annoyance, all of these are at the level of anger. So if you constantly find yourself frustrated, then you are at the level of anger, okay? So write down your consciousness level around your stress of meditation. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to stop the screen sharing and we're going to come back to the meditation itself, the tapping itself. So when you tap, you want to use what's called the karate chop spot. So if you were doing karate and you were chopping a brick or wood or whatever, you would be using the bottom of your hand. That's what you want to do. You want to tap on your karate chop spot. And we're going to say the difficulty that we're having 3 times, okay? Even though, you make this sentence, you say it out loud with me, all right? Even though I have difficulty in meditation, I deeply and completely love and accept this part of myself that has difficulty in meditation. That was once, now we're going to say it 2nd time. Even though I have difficulty in meditation, I deeply and completely love and accept this part of myself that finds it hard to meditate. 3rd time. Even though I have difficulty in meditation, I deeply and completely love and accept this part of myself that has difficulty in meditation. Okay? What this does is it clarifies to the body what we are clearing. Okay? So now we're going to start tapping the top of our head, which is the governing spine meridian. Difficulty in meditation. Now we say a short reminder phrase of what we are clearing. Difficulty in meditation. The 2nd point is the beginning of your eyebrow, right here, in the middle. Not the 3rd eye, not the middle, but where your eyebrow starts. This is the bladder meridian. And then you're tapping this point. Make sure to use 2 fingers and use quite a lot of pressure, because instead of using acupuncture and a needle, we're using our fingers to do the same job that acupuncture does. So you need to apply a certain amount of pressure. And as you're tapping, you say the reminder phrase, difficulty in meditation. The next one is the side of the eye, right here to the side of the eye. This is the gallbladder meridian. Difficulty in meditation. Keep saying your reminder phrase. The next one is under the eye, right under the eye. Difficulty in meditation. You might find yourself releasing stress as you're doing this. The next one is under the nose, okay? And it's right this point right here, above the lips and under the nose, right in the middle. And you're tapping this point. Once again, use quite a bit of pressure. This is the governing spine meridian, which goes from here and all the way back to the tailbone. It's the same meridian we use when we are using emotion codes. And if you need to breathe out and release the stress, you can. Just do what feels natural. The next point is called the chin point. It's between the lip and the chin. It's in the cleft in between. It's called the chin point, but it's not really on the chin. And this is the central brain meridian. It goes from here all the way down the front. Difficulty in meditation. Okay, then the next one is on the collarbone. So you have here where your collarbone comes to an end, you have 2 bumps, okay? And what you do is you go 1/2 inch under those 2 bumps. This is called the K27 or the kidney meridian. And so you use 2 fingers on one side and thumb on the other side, and you're tapping under the collarbone, and you say the reminder phrase again, difficulty in meditation. This is a very important meridian. It's a bilateral meridian. Okay. Then we have another one, which is under the armpit. So you're going 3 inches under the armpit. So you go from the armpit 1, 2, 3. So it's right on the side of the breast, and you're tapping there. And you can do it with the opposite side across, or you can do it same side, however you like. So tapping on the side. You can tap either side, it doesn't matter. You can use your left hand, right hand, it doesn't matter, okay? Difficulty in meditation. So these are the 7 points that we use, when we're tapping. There's actually a lot more meridians, but we don't need to use all of them. This is a short method, okay? So now we come back and you look at your list and you start with the bottom of the list. If the most difficult one is number 1, which is on top, then let's go to the bottom. We're going to start with the least difficult and work our way up to the most difficult. So let's say that your least difficult is Simran, okay? Whatever is your, let's say you have 4 items, start number 4, work your way up to number 1. So start with whatever is number 4, supposing it's Simran. I find it difficult to remember to say my Simran. Eyebrow, I find it difficult to remember to say my Simran. Side of the eye, I find it difficult to remember to say my Simran. Under the eye, I find it difficult to remember to say my Simran. My Simran is too fast. Or my Simran is too slow. Whatever is your difficulty with Simran, either you forget to say it, or it's too fast, or it's too slow. My Simran is not regular. Under the arm, my Simran is not regular. We can do one more round on Simran. Sometimes we forget to say Simran during the day. I forget to say Simran during the day. You're supposed to say it through the day so that when you sit for meditation, it's automatic, you know, but some of us don't practice during the day. So I forget to do my Simran throughout the day when I'm not doing something mental. Next, I forget to say my Simran throughout the day. Side of the eye, I forget to say my Simran throughout the day. Under the eye, I forget to say my Simran throughout the day. Under the nose, I forget to say my Simran throughout the day. Gayatri, give me a heads up when we have 10 minutes left, okay? Chin point, I forget to say my Simran throughout the day. Collarbone, I forget to say my Simran throughout the day. Under the arm, I forget to say my Simran throughout the day. Okay, so that was your number 4 on your list. Okay, let's say you have a list of 4. If you have a list of 5, you know, you can start with number 5. Okay, now we go to the next one up, and suppose the next one is that you have a difficulty in your gaze. Your gaze is not straight, so you start tapping. My gaze is not straight. My gaze is not straight, and I lift my eyeballs up and I get a headache. Side of the eye, my gaze is not straight. Under the eye, my gaze is not straight. Under the nose, my gaze is not straight. Chin point, my gaze is not straight. Collarbone, my gaze is not straight. Okay, now we go to the next one on the list. It may be that your focus, you cannot maintain your focus when you're meditating. You lose your focus and your attention drops below the third eye level. Your attention drops lower in the body. Okay, so my focus is not straight. My focus is not maintained at the third eye. My focus is not maintained at the third eye. My focus is not maintained at the third eye. Under. My focus is not maintained at the third eye. My focus drops lower than the third eye. My attention and my focus drop lower than the third eye. Collarbone. My attention and my focus drop lower than the third eye. Under the arm. My attention and my focus drop under the third eye. Okay. You now come to maybe number 1 on your list, whatever that is. It doesn't have to be the same as what I'm tapping. You do it according to your own list. Let's say now number 1 is that you have thoughts when you're meditating, and these thoughts are interrupting your meditation. My thoughts are interrupting my meditation. We can do 2 rounds of this, okay? My thoughts are interrupting my meditation. My thoughts are interrupting my meditation. Side of the eye. My thoughts are interrupting my meditation. Under the eye. My thoughts are interrupting my meditation. Under the nose. My thoughts are interrupting my meditation. My thoughts are interrupting my meditation. Collarbone. My thoughts are interrupting my meditation. Under the arm. My thoughts are interrupting my meditation. So if you still have more stress around thoughts interrupting your meditation, you can do one more round of my thoughts are interrupting. Let's do one more round of this, because I think this is a very common problem for most of us. My thoughts are interrupting my meditation. 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 Okay, so maybe your list is complete, but I'm going to do 1 or 2 more other difficulties that people may have, okay? And maybe one of the difficulties that people have is that they cannot keep their body still, you know? I cannot keep my body still. I cannot keep my body still. I cannot keep my body still in meditation. Under the eye. I cannot keep my body still in meditation. I cannot keep my body still in meditation. I feel I have to move. I feel I have to move my position. I feel I have to move my position. I feel I have to move my position in meditation. Sometimes you'll find that you get an itch, you want to scratch somewhere, you know. Sometimes I get an itch to scratch the body. Sometimes I get an itch to scratch the body. Sometimes I get an itch to scratch the body. Under the eye. Sometimes I get an itch to scratch the body. Sometimes I get an itch to scratch the body. Sometimes I get an itch to scratch the body. Sometimes I get an itch to scratch the body. You can literally go through as many different difficulties that you have in meditation one by one. Sometimes I sneeze. Sometimes I sneeze and my meditation is disrupted. 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 Okay, 10 minutes left. Okay, great. Thank you very much, Gayatri. Now I would like to do one more, and then we can do question answers in a different recording. Okay, Gayatri, I'll give you a heads up on that. So supposing you're not doing the light, but you're doing the sound. When you're doing the sound, sometimes the problem is similar problems. You may not be able to focus. Of course, you don't say your Simran. You may have thoughts coming, but the sound has other difficulties. You may find that the sound is coming from the left ear instead of the right ear. And when it's doing that, you know that these sounds are going to drag you down instead of lifting you up. So let's tap on that. Sometimes the sound comes from the left ear. Sometimes the sound comes from the left ear. Sometimes the sound comes from the left ear, under the eye. Sometimes the sound comes from the left ear, under the nose. Sometimes the sound comes from the left ear. Sometimes the sound comes from the left ear, collarbone. Sometimes the sound comes from the left ear, under the arm. Sometimes the sound comes from the left ear. Okay, so this was the video on doing EFT for meditation on the inner sound and inner light. And what I will now request these Zoom hosts to do is, when I finish this recording, please create a new link for a new recording so we can take questions and answers separately. And this EFT session will be made public, and the question and answers need not necessarily be public. Okay, so I hope this session was helpful to you. Just to review, we started with tapping. Even though I have difficulty in meditation, I deeply and completely love and accept this part of myself. 3 times. And then we started tapping 7 different points: the top of the head, beginning of the eyebrow, side of the eye, under the nose, chin point, collarbone, and 3 inches under the arm. The reason for doing this was to remove the stress in these energy meridians. And as you remove the stress in these 7 energy meridians, it removes the stress from the whole river of energy meridians. So it's one river in the body. All the different meridians form a single river of energy. If you clear a few, it clears the whole river. It's like clearing a dam. You're clearing a dam of energy when you do emotional freedom techniques. And if you want more information, you can see more EFT videos on my channel. And you can also see the founder's website, which is emofree.com, EMOFREE.com. And thank you very much. Please do like, share, and subscribe if you have enjoyed this video. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. So thank you. And Gayatri, if you can create a new link, everybody can leave this video now and we can come in for question answers. Whoever was here and attending this class, and we'll do a private session for question answers. Thank you.